Hey everybody, Kelvin Hawthorne here with a quick presidential election prediction. What I wanted to do here is basically make a quick video here for July 1st, 2016. Happy July everybody, Independence Day is coming up here in just less than 3 days, which is amazing because I feel like I just started 2016 not that long ago. So here's our electoral map right here, right now, and I just wanted to quickly do it based on the polls that I've been seeing, the facts I've been seeing. The Benghazi Committee issued a report just a couple days ago, and I just wanted to talk just briefly about everything that we have to cover here. So right now, this is the 2016 battleground map. Democrats have 179 electoral votes. Republicans have 164 electoral votes. And just to do a little education here, for those who do not know about the Electoral College vote system, this system is how they've been doing it since the first election. So each state is assigned to their um, own amount of electoral votes, depending on how large the state's population is. Hillary Clinton wins California, 55 electoral votes. Donald Trump wins Tennessee, 11 electoral votes, and they're trying to add up to 270 electoral votes. So this 2016 battleground map has 195 electoral votes that are actually toss-up electoral votes that basically we do not have full predictability on who will win these states. So to start out here, I'm going to start over here in Oregon. So we all know that Oregon is a state that has gone blue for a while, but recent polls, and based on the Benghazi report that was issued, Oregon just may go to the Republicans this election. That puts Democrats 179 to Republicans 171. Democrats are still leading in this election, but the Republicans aren't too far behind. So based on the Benghazi report, which actually found nothing, to be completely honest with you, but there are still Republicans who believe that there's still some Hillary fault in the Benghazi allegations that happened back in 2012, I believe. But there are still Republicans that believe that Hillary is still at fault for this. Even though the Benghazi report found nothing at all, the Benghazi Committee, $7 million and 4 years later, the Benghazi Committee found nothing against Hillary Clinton for the Benghazi report. But there are still Republicans who believe that she lied about that. And there's going to be Republicans now who are calling these social conservatives who brought and made the Benghazi Committee liars as well. So Oregon may be one of those states where there's override Republicans who still think Hillary's at fault for this, and just like any other conservative state, they are going to believe that any Democrat is at fault for any Democratic allegation that's been thrown at them. So Oregon is going to go with the rest of the conservative states. Hillary's at fault for this. She's a liar. She's not going to keep her word. Oregon, Republicans. Downstate in Nevada, of course, we have that large Las Vegas, Nevada population there. That has a lot of Latino voters, especially southern portions of Nevada. There may be some northern rural areas of Nevada that may have Republican voters and overload of Republican voters, but it's really that southern population area that really turns Nevada blue. I do believe that it will continue to be blue. That puts Democrats roughly 185 to 171 Republicans, which spreads out the lead a little bit for Democrats, but Republicans still are in the margin of error for the Democrats. The Republicans are still in the margin of error of Democrats. Down in Arizona here, that's going to be something that we're going to have to watch closely as we go through the election cycle, but I believe that the Republicans will keep Arizona and conservatives will take Arizona there. And there is still going to be that typical conservative states that say that Hillary Clinton lied about the Benghazi Committee and the Benghazi report. But, of course, the report that was issued did say that Hillary Clinton did not lie, but typical conservatives, they think that Hillary, any other Democrat, are total liars. So, Arizona is going to go as predicted. And for Colorado, that one is going to be one of those social conservative states that think Hillary Clinton is just a blatant liar. But I believe New Mexico is really going to come back around and say, hey, Colorado, we can give her half the electoral votes that she has. That's going to put 190 to 191, the Republicans leading by 1 electoral vote. And that's where we come in over here in the Rust Belt. That's Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. So here's what's going to happen here. Minnesota is kind of the start for the Rust Belt, and that has gone blue for as long as we can remember. But saying Hillary Clinton leads there, that brings her lead up to 200 to 191 electoral votes against Donald Trump. Now, a lot of people in Iowa hate Donald Trump. A lot of people in Iowa hate Donald Trump. Although it does have a lot of small business industries, Donald Trump's businessman. Iowa, as Illinois, Minnesota go, Iowa will go Democrat. Illinois will never go Republican. They're going Democrat. And Wisconsin, part of the Rust Belt here as well, they are going to look around them and they're going to say, okay, so we border basically no states that go Democrat, or go Republican. But Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota go Democrat. Now, Illinois is kind of the beating heart for this. Just like if Texas goes Republican, so does Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana. It's basically border states that kind of copy off the biggest state. Except for New Mexico, which has an elevated population of Latinos, immigrants, and people who want to live the American dream. Especially southern New Mexico, where the biggest population is, of course. So Texas goes Democrat. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana will be left blindsided, but I do believe that they will still go to the Republicans. Now, it's the same up here for Illinois. 20 electoral votes, so goes Iowa, so goes Minnesota, so will go Wisconsin. So that puts the Democrats at 216 to 191 there, and there's some controversy that Michigan will go for the Democrats, or for the Republicans, but I believe that Democrats will be able to keep Michigan on this side. Now, I wanted to bring this back to the Central Great Plains here because I wanted to bring this over the polls here because this is just amazing here that I wanted to mark on the map here. Here from 6/13/2016. The solid red state of Kansas has Hillary Clinton leading by 7 points. Let's just say this right now. Donald Trump is leading, or is behind Hillary Clinton. It's closer in the basically traditionally solid blue state of Pennsylvania than it is right now in the solid state of Kansas, which is very, very, very concerning for Donald Trump. Although Kansas has low electoral votes, Kansas is really going to shine a light to all these conservative states that are around them. Missouri, they're going to look around, oh, Iowa, Illinois, Kansas. Okay, wow, maybe we should do what goes on. And back in 2012, Colorado. So this is probably what it's going to look like, actually. I think Hillary Clinton can carry Missouri. I think Hillary Clinton can carry Colorado. And I think Hillary Clinton is going to win Kansas. That puts her over the top, 277 to 166. Really, Donald Trump's got to win everything else on the map to even catch up to her. But still, he's not going to be the president of the United States. Everybody tells me not to underestimate Donald Trump. Here's why I underestimate Donald Trump, because he's not going to be the president of the United States. Hillary Clinton is going to be the president, whether anybody likes it or not. And I have friends, I have multiple friends who are going for third party. I have multiple friends who are going for Jill Stein or Gary Johnson. And still, not even them are going to win this election. It is going to be Hillary Clinton. I have Democratic friends who are actually going for parties against Hillary Clinton because they believe that she's a liar, just like those typical conservative states that we talked about earlier. Oregon, going to go typical conservative because of the reason that they think Hillary is a blatant liar. Well, Hillary is going to be the president of the United States. You are going to deal with it, and it's time It's time to grow around Hillary Clinton. It's time to get prepared to be saying Madam President, the first dude, whatever you want to say. Because Hillary Clinton is going to be the next president of the United States. Here's why. She wins majority of the states, just like a typical Democrat, majority of the states that are very large in the electoral votes. California, New York, most of the time Florida, Pennsylvania. These all are states that have very, very high amounts of electoral votes. Now, if she sweeps these states, even some of these central Great Plains states, Kansas, Colorado, Missouri, there is no doubt that this is saying something to Donald Trump and his supporters, that if this cowardly manner in this election does not stop, you are not going to be president of the United States. Now, just as Pennsylvania goes, Ohio goes. What's Donald Trump going to do? I don't know. Maybe he's going to go home to his yacht and have a party. Who knows? But Hillary Clinton is going to go to the White House, and she's the one that's going to get things done. Because obviously, on this map, there's a lot of places that are trustworthy for Hillary Clinton. But the typical conservative states, once again, blatant liar. Hillary's a blatant liar. She is terrible. She's a coward. And we have Donald Trump over here, and people are calling Hillary Clinton a blatant liar. Well, here's the thing. I just want to ask the question here, and especially for the reason that Hillary Clinton is leading in the solid red state of Kansas. Is Hillary Clinton having fights in her rallies? No. Donald Trump is. That is why Hillary is leading in these solid conservative states. There's polls from way back in 2015, and I used the polls that I have that have her winning Kentucky, have her winning solid red states. This is because Donald Trump cannot pick up his act. He is being such a terrible person about this election and towards people in the United States. And that is why he's losing these solid conservative states, because he cannot pick up his act. It's time to unite around Hillary Clinton, because she is going to be the president. There's not going to be a third party president. There's not going to be a libertarian president. It's time to unite around Hillary Clinton. I have people tell me that her past is why they do not support her. Her past is all lies? Well, that's why the Benghazi report came back false. She never lied about Benghazi. She was not held at fault. And the Benghazi committee, $7 million later, and 4 years later, found nothing out of taxpayer money, $7 million out of United States citizens' own money, just to prove that Hillary Clinton was not a liar. So on behalf of the Democrats who are going for the third-party candidate, shame on you. We are looking at Donald Trump potentially being the president here, and we are going for a third-party libertarian, which leads conservative, or Green Party, which is taking the Democratic votes, taking your own party's votes? That is ridiculous. So to continue here, she's going to win Virginia. Donald Trump is going to win North Carolina. He is going to win Georgia. She's going to win here in Florida, and he's going to win in New Hampshire. She is still the president of the United States of America. Say hello to Madam President, and if you think I'm a joke, forget you, because Hillary Clinton is the president. And if you're a Democrat, once again, who is going for a third-party candidate because you say she is a blatant liar, shame on you again, because she is going to win the election. And if you are a Democrat who is not uniting your party but says your party can't unite, you are one heck of a person, because I think what is wrong with you is that you are not understanding politics correctly. So Hillary Clinton is going to be the president, whether you like it or not. Either way, Donald Trump is going to lose. He's going to go home to his yacht, cry on his wife, get another divorce, get another bankruptcy, and lose America again in its economic fall of everything ever. So Hillary Clinton, Madam President, you can think I'm crazy. If you think I'm crazy, don't comment on this. If you agree with me, go ahead, leave a nice comment for those Democrats who are going for libertarians or Green Party candidates. Thanks for watching, and happy July and happy Independence Day.